I just want to start out by saying there will not be a tag team title match tonight. Sorry, Crash Crew, it's not going to happen. And the reason is simple. I have beat Crash Cassidy in this state, in other states. I've beat him so much, but he still thinks he deserves to have a chance with this. Not going to happen. I don't answer to you. Now listen, there will be no refunds given. The tag team title match isn't going to happen, and that's the bottom line. Thank you. Have a terrible night.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Where is your partner Howard tonight?
He's got an injury.
Too many chili dogs.
An injury?
Hey, I didn't give you consent to film. No, I didn't. You'll be hearing from my attorney, Stephen.
I guess we'll have to find another tag team partner.
He don't like you, he told me.
You know, the people paid for a tag team match tonight.
Half of them didn't pay anyway, they snuck in. And I know which ones of you did.
You signed your little signature to the contract. So that match is going to happen tonight. So you better find Howard. Is he in the back? Is he at Dairy Queen? And by the way, I paid for that chair, so put it down.
It's a cheap chair anyway.
So,
Just quit your whining.
you know, you are the biggest complainer
I didn't ask you, Richard.
I have ever seen in my entire life.
He's Wendy Weiner. What's up, Wendy?
You know what happened the last two times you got in the ring?
Cover the kids up.
Do you have anything to say?
Wendy Weiner.
Be honest, people. You don't want to see a tag team title match tonight. Be honest. It's not there. You don't want to see it.
What you know about all these hours?
You know what, Jeff? I never lost that tag team belt. Howard never earned it.
No, you faked a back injury.
So like Matt Collins said, we'll give you the rest of the night to find a tag team partner, but those straps are coming home with us.
He's right. That's a good idea. So you have until the end of the night to find yourself a tag team partner. And if you don't, those pretty little belts will be stripped. Now, hit my music.
Aaron West and Jonathan Black doing battle for the 304 championship here in the Premier Wrestling League. There's the bell for action. West held on to that belt for a little while now. Been a great champion. Car to elbow tie up. Jonathan Black, big opponent for West. Kind of pushing him back in the corner there. I think West's going to have to get his bearings about him in order to make sure that he's in his place for this matchup. Another big car to elbow tie up. It's not going to be a mat technician match by any stretch of the imagination, but both men, especially West, very classically trained, and another big power move back into the corner there by Black. A bit unknown to West, so I think West is still trying to figure out his groove here with Black. Another big elbow tie up center of the ring. Black again using that big power, pushing back into the corner. Now he doesn't want to let go, get a little shove to the ref there. Now that's not a good thing. Now big forearms to the chest. Black just asserting some authority. Doesn't stay on the man. Irish rip and a big reversal. Big time. Here comes West in the corner. Out to the forearms of his own arms of his own over in the West. The 304 champion. Feeling a little bit here. He's got some here. He's going now. A big knee over in the corner. Elbow to the side of the head. Measure West. That champion. Big size. Not a matter to him. And now he'll send Black into the corner. He's going to go for that driver. Trying to get him up for it. Not enough time. And now just Black ramming forearms across the back. Aaron West. Across the middle row. Black, I think, very frustrated at this point. Using some, shall we say, side tactics to hinder West. Now chops across the chest. Those will take wind out of you quicker than you can imagine. Big scoop slam. That's a long way down with a man the size of Jonathan Black. West is certainly feeling. That's a boot across the back. That's going to limit the wind that's going to go into Aaron West's body at this point. Man can't breathe. He's going to have a hard time standing and fighting. West finds a vertical base. More chops across the throat. Obvious at this point, the game plan of Jonathan Black is to take his size. Oh my gosh, look at those forearms. Across the chest, across the chin, just pulverizing. Now, boom, just throws him into the corner. It's obvious to use his size to his advantage. And just leave mark wherever he can. I think he just wants to beat the life out of West until he can't go any further. Black wants that 304 championship. It's on the line here. Of course, pinfall submission. Now big shoulder blocks in the corner. Aaron West, look at him now. He's getting a little fury. Now he's going to put some forearms and elbows of his own right to the side of the jaw of West. Now to the eyes. Now, ref, you're going to have to get in there on those. A ref admonishing Jonathan Black about the use of the eyes, but the damage done. The tide has been turned back into favor of Black. More chops across the chest. Shot to the midsection. West wants a little bit. He's coming back on. Black now shot to the leg, trying to chop the big giant down, trying to chop this big man down. I don't know if he's a giant, but he's definitely got that 6'6" frame. Oh my gosh, look at that choke slam. Down goes West. Cover. Black will get 2. West is out at 2.5. Not sure West expected that choke slam right there, but buddy, it caught him, and it caught him good. You can tell he's in a bit of a bad way at this point. Now Black, he's got him hooked for a suplex front chancery situation, and now a big suplex center of the ring. That back feeling lots of power, lots of force right on it. The choke slam, now the suplex by the big Jonathan Black. West gets up first, but just falls back into the corner, and now Black just pulverizing back onto the chest, just hammering in on the torso, just trying to take the wind out of the lungs of Aaron West. Now West has had enough of this. He's just firing back on his own. Double chop, single chop, double chop, pushing the big man back into the corner. Out of the corner, Black to the other side. Here comes West with a big clothesline, shakes the big man, doesn't take him down, just shakes him. Now West one's going to get another one, and second one shakes him a little further. And West winding up, and he's trying now. He hooks him for it, and Black. I think Black reversed that one, got a big headlock on there, tried to take down West, but now West fights out of that, and now putting forearms to the back of Jonathan Black. Pulverizing shots now, trading blows in the center of the ring. Black trying to get one back up on him. Gets the advantage for the moment. Hooks in a maneuver. Now just a version of a neck breaker will take down West. Can this be it for Black? 2.5. West is out. 2 near falls. Jonathan Black off the choke slam got a near fall off that swinging reverse neck breaker type maneuver. And now Black, the big man, what's he going to do here? He's heading outside. He wants to climb to the top. Does he have the nimble ability to come off the top rope? West is dazed on the ground. This is taking an awful long time. Black with a senton and nobody home. Aaron West, Jonathan Black, both men down. Referee starts the count. Will either man be able to answer? He's at 4. Or is that 3? That's 4, 5 now. West starting to move. At a 7 count. West picks up Black. He wasn't want this to end in a simple count like that. West and Black trading forearms on one knee in the center of the ring. Fist and Fury. Both men. Now the height advantage comes back into play as Black is able to use his size to just send a chopping blow on top of the head of West. Out of the corner, Irish whip and a reversal. West coming out. He hooks him. He's hooking him for the West driver. He hooks him up on the back. What a big power move by Aaron West. West has him, and the West driver takes him down. And a hook of the leg. This is going to be it. 2 and 3, and Aaron West will retain the 304 championship.
Your winner, and still the reigning 304 heavyweight champion, Aaron West.
Are you done already?
There's the bell, but I think things got started big time. Ron Mathis and Mayhem here. This matchup's going to be interesting to say the least. Mayhem's already made it interesting by, well, you know, trying to jump off the rope when nobody was looking. Oh, we're supposed to shh. Oh, and a big chop. Ron Mathis slapping it across the chest, just probably taking the wind out of Mayhem right there. Nice, fantastic matchup here. Ron Mathis, the DDT Trash member, the White Trash himself, portion of the team. Of course, Bruce Gray's been on the shelf nursing shoulder injury for quite some time now. Ron Mathis has been left battling on his own, but now Big Fist and Fury in the corner, right to the top of the forehead. of Mayhem. Just slamming those down. We see Mayhem's friend there in the corner, his tag team partner, Percy Drew, and now boom, and a big time fall down. And Ron Mathis firmly in control of this matchup. Mathis, and now a reversal by Mayhem, and he'll have a clothesline, and Mathis right back up to his feet. That didn't have any chutzpah on it whatsoever. And Mathis on the offensive still. He'll give a clothesline of his own. Mayhem may have bit off just a little bit more than he could chew here. Crowd firmly behind the Trash Master himself. Looking front chancery suplex time. Little bit of a vertical. Look at the power of Ron Mathis slamming down the mat. Mayhem has to take a roll out. He's still going to go take a moment and think about his choices in life. Ron Mathis, he's not giving him a single second, but Mayhem ready for him. Man, Ron didn't, I don't think he had that one dialed in just yet. My goodness, what a shot by Mayhem. Picked up and just a back body suplex right onto the apron by Mayhem. Slightly out of camera view. Here they come back in right in front of our fans here, front row, slamming down onto the apron of the ring. Now going to hook him for another belly-to-back suplex, but slams him on the apron again. That'll readjust your spinal column if you're not careful. Mayhem rolls in, rolls through, rolls out, and grabs Mathis on the far side and slams him into the post of the ring. Our referee very lenient on these gentlemen here. Outside the ring, and now just a boot to the back. Mayhem firmly just trying to pulverize that spinal column. Mathis had the upper hand momentarily. Mayhem was able to use tactics from the outside to grab an advantage. Now a maneuver meant to take the wind out of Mathis, as Mayhem wants to grab this matchup, stake a claim in this singles division. Mathis fighting through. Don't sit still because you'll lose the wind. Now vertical base. Mathis fighting through. Gets one hand through. Now shots to the midsection. There's another. And another. Finally breaks through on the hold. And a reverse neck breaker. That will take down Mathis. Quick cover. Mayhem and two. Mathis had to reach down kind of deep there to get out of that one. Taking a moment for himself, laying on the ropes, but I don't think Mayhem, nope, not going to give him a minute. He's standing on it. Referee, get that taken care of. That's illegal use of the ropes now. Mayhem has a 5 count, but man, that was the slowest 5 count. Whew. I know people have been married longer than that 5 count. Out to the outside, Mayhem throws him, and now we see Drew out there on the outside. Percy putting some boots to Mathis. That's an illegal assist on the outside. Throws Mathis back into the ring. Mayhem, a leg drop across the throat. Almost 2-on-1 situations here for Mathis to have to take on. And a jawbreaker. Now Mathis trying to find some adrenaline, trying to get some blood moving. Chop across the chest. Mathis getting it moving, trying to get this crowd pumping. He feeds off the crowd. Here he comes. And into a sleeper hold. Mayhem had that one well scouted and well read. Fighting through. Mathis trying to not let that blood cut off. He wants to stay vertical and stay awake, stay conscious, fighting through. He's kind of fading here. I think it may have caught the best of him. Mayhem's got some leverage as Mathis is fading down. Ron Mathis, the white trash king himself, trying to fight through, but I don't think he's got much to fight with now as he's faded all the way down to the mat. Last little bit of wind and energy left. That sleeper hold, such an effective maneuver. We see Mayhem has got some efficiency behind him. Now to the arm goes our referee. One fall down. There's 2 falls. If it hits a 3rd time, Mathis is out of here. Here's the 3rd drop, halfway down. Mathis pulls it back up. He finds something. Digging deep. Comes back. Gets the blood moving. Now, move the arms and the blood will start moving. The crowd comes alive for him. He's back vertical, picks up Mayhem, belly to back suplex in the center of the ring. Both men down. Both men are down trying to get back up. Mathis took the brunt of the punishment on that sleeper hold. Mayhem took a full force of the belly to back suplex. Now the crowd once again feeding for it is Mathis. Mayhem gets to Mathis first. Shots in the corner. Big forearms right across the jaw. Now an Irish whip out of the corner. Mathis into the corner. Comes out full head of steam with a clothesline. And another one. Mayhem down to the mat. Mathis fighting through. Ducks one of Mayhem's big time power slam. Center of the ring. And Ron Mathis feeling it now. Mathis wants to head up to the top of the rope. Top of the world stands Mathis. Maneuver coming off. Big elbow drop right to the sternum. And Mathis for the cover gets 2 and just out at 2.5 is Mayhem. Crossface. Crossface. The white trash crossface is being applied by Mathis. This is a maneuver that will take you out. It's just as effective. Oh, to the eyes. Mayhem. Come on now. That's just as effective of a maneuver as the sleeper hold. But Mayhem took it to the eyes. Now a reverse DDT maneuver and into the drop. Down goes Mathis. That's almost insult to injury for the DDT and a 2, and Mathis will get out. Mayhem looks like he wants to go to the top rope on his own after the reverse DDT. Mathis up to a vertical base with a big dip up. European uppercut on the top rope. Mayhem, I don't think had that one scouted. Now getting that blood flowing. He's feeling a little funky, feeling a little trashy, feeling a little something. Here's Ron Mathis. Mayhem still dazed on that top rope, and Mathis will hook. He's going to go for it. Could this be the fall away? Could it be from the second rope? Big fall away. Slam. He took the trash out as Mayhem had momentum and slung all the way across the ring. And now Ron Mathis on the offensive. He's going to hook for that big pile driver. And now Percy Drew comes in. There's the bell. This is going to be a disqualification. And now both men just taking it right to Ron Mathis. And Mathis is in a bad way, 2-on-1, getting it pulverized, put to him. And now he'll hook it across. Who's this? Oh my gosh, it's Bruce Gray. Gray's back. Gray's in the building. It's DDT Trash. Oh my gosh, Bruce Gray has come out to save his partner. 2-on-1 no more. It's even kill as Bruce Gray is out here. Ron Mathis will win the matchup by disqualification on the interference.
Listen here, you two buffoons! You two dorks! You two geeks! That's my trashy friend! And today is the worst day of your life because I'm no longer injured. My arm works damn fine. And tonight, I guarantee each person in this audience, they're not going to just see a power driver from my trashy friend. Oh no!
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger. He hails from North Carolina, and he is the mighty Ali.
I think he figured that out.
His opponent hails from Louisville, West Virginia. He is the current and reigning and defending PWL heavyweight champion, the wrestling machine, Corey Sparks. One fall to the finish. Championship match, 60-minute time limit.
Here we go, fans, with this heavyweight championship matchup. Champion Corey Sparks defending against the mighty Ali. Big time waist lock here has got the wrestling machine in that big waist lock. Hey, right in the hair. Now that's not a. You would expect a little bit of common ground, but Ali going straight to the chops to the chest here. More viciousness by Ali, and now shoulders into the midsection. These two men met at Ignition on the 21st of August. Now he's just going to the throat. Referee get in there with his count at 3. Got till a 5 count. Why did he stop there? Count broke at 4. Again, these two men met at Ignition on the 21st of August. Double count out that day. No contest winner. Ali, that foot right across the throat. Going to have to do something about that one. Finally, the referee breaks that longest 4 count in history of wrestling. Sparks firing back shots to the midsection. And a poke to the eye now. Come on now, Ali. Referee's going to have to take a look at that one. This match again, last man standing. Trying to get him out of the corner. Does the mighty one, mighty Tyre. Now more shots to the midsection. Big knees coming through. Now Corey Sparks out of the corner for the right. He's going to go up the second rope. Big time now with that cross body. And both men go down. Big flurry of offense for Corey Sparks. No count applied there. Both men vertical base. Sparks to a side headlock. Nice wrestling maneuver applied by Sparks. This is in the center of the ring. Ali trying to fight his way through this. Jockeying for position here. Now Ali's going to try to break through with an Irish whip. A big shoulder tackle by Corey Sparks. Sparks coming through, and now a seated hip toss straight into a cross arm breaker for the mighty Tyre Ali. He wants to take care of Corey Sparks. He wants the PWL Heavyweight Championship.
Gordon, you good?
Sparks definitely the fan favorite here at Bluefield. They come alive as Sparks tries to fight out of this cross arm breaker applied by mighty Tyre Ali. Still lots of pressure applied. Now switching of the maneuver, just really pushing on the torso. Now to the face and the eyes goes Ali. That should have got a break of the hold. Referee not in there. Sparks trying to come alive again. Still grounding the attack is the mighty Tyre. Those massive legs, lots of power in those legs. Trying to cut off the wind supply of Sparks. He's having some trouble here, but he's trying to get some blood flowing along with the crowd coming alive, trying to help him through. That arm didn't fall down. It was pushed down. That doesn't count as a 3. Sparks is able to get through that. Now Ali gets vertical as Sparks still struggles to get himself composed after those 2 big submission maneuvers. Ali trying to get a little quick. Now Sparks with a hangman's clothesline. Picks one up and oh my word, what a German suplex. Belly to back German style suplex, picks up the feet, caught those by Sparks, and Sparks now, oh my word, what a maneuver. I think Sparks had intended to go for a backcracker situation there, maybe even a roll-up, but trying to hold on to the ring aprons, Thierry did, and the ring aprons gave way, causing almost a small package powerbomb. Sparks trying to recover on the outside. Ali is up, now rolling out. Fighting on the outside, Corey Sparks, nice chop across the chest to Thierry Ali. Wants another one, and there was a big one. Battle into the outside, going to give him another one. Just a nice forearm across the chest. The champion trying to put some maneuvers toward Thierry Ali, and there was a low blow. Those are legal in this matchup. Last man standing rules. Sparks and Ali fighting on the outside, just out of our camera view, over in the crowd section in front of our entranceway over on the far side. Ali back to the ring side. He's going under the ring. What's he got? He's got some sheet metal that was left in the ring, and he just plows it into the top of the head of Sparks. And now a chair into the hands of Ali and across the back of Corey Sparks. It's clear Thierry Ali's game plan here is just to pulverize the champion until he can't get up. Chair shots after another, and now another one from Thierry. Corey's in a bad way on the outside. Count being applied by our official. Can Corey answer the count? He's got some maneuvering to go. He's trying to get up. And he's vertical at about 5. And Ali's in the ring, awaiting Sparks to come back in. Forearm across the back, more power maneuver. Sparks tries to get a little bit of offense, a little more adrenaline pumping. Now just a punch to the face, down goes Sparks. Thierry now working on the back of the thigh, right there in the leg region, that hamstring, trying to take his legs out from under our champion, Corey Sparks. Last man standing rules, and if you don't have legs, you can't stand. Therefore, you're not going to be able to answer the count. That's the theory at this point of the mighty Thierry Ali. Another shot to the knee this time, definitely going to the hamstrings and to those ligaments and tendons of the leg, and now drops it almost like a leg DDT, and just pulverizing blows now to the muscular area of Corey Sparks in the back of the legs. pulls him to a vertical base. Ali going for a big maneuver there, a little arm breaker maneuver, pulled Corey Sparks straight back into the corner. Sparks hit his head on that bottom turnbuckle. He's getting a little bit worse for the wear, and now Ali, he wants to look for some ending maneuvers here. He wants to take care of some business. Sets that chair up in the far corner. I think this might be an opportunity here where Ali's looking to send Corey through that chair and maybe knock him out. Irish whip, reversal. Ali's the one who hits the chair. Well, karma coming back there on him as now, speaking of the big comeback, here comes Corey Sparks. Big forearm shots and then, right into the chair goes Sparks. Now those big shoulder tackles knocks the chair loose. That's going to be a lot of force into the steel chair that Ali has put Corey through. Corey trying his best to keep going, keep alive, keep moving in this matchup. Ali, oh wait, big flurry of offense. Oklahoma roll, now rolling through his mighty Jair and a big spear. Both men are down. Sparks with the Oklahoma roll. Ali had that one well scouted, was able to roll through, but what he didn't have scouted was the big spear by Corey Sparks. Now both men down, and our referee count sits at 4. 5 as Sparks is up. Sparks trying to climb to the top rope. I don't know if this is the best time for this, but he's up there. And now off the top rope, big cross body, and both men are down again. Sparks putting his body on the line, putting it all on the line. He wants to retain that title, and he's going to make sure that Jair Ali is not going to be the one to take it from him. He's going to make sure that Ali is down, and answer the count, and he wants to make sure he stays down so that that championship stays around his waist. Count of 5 applied. Both men are on a knee. They're going to be considered up because they're both on the offensive with punches. Now both vertical base. Punches flying. Ali back onto the ropes. Sparks, he pulls the ropes down, and Sparks going to head to the outside. That's a big-time drop with a lot of momentum as Sparks goes to the outside, and now the count will be applied as both men are down. Sparks on the outside. Ali right there under the bottom rope. Just on the outside, shot by Ali. That chair, I'm not sure if it's still over there, but they're using it earlier. That piece of sheet metal is, and that is what Jair Ali just got hit with. Corey Sparks, I think, was just fumbling around, found something, and he hit that with him, and now he's got it firmly in the grasp of his hands, and he's just plowing the mighty one in the head with it. There's another shot. Just out of the camera view, now coming here in front of our fans, and a big shot from Corey Sparks. Sparks just rams his head into the apron area of this ring. Now big forearms, that apron area, not well padded, not well covered. Now a big chop across the chest of the mighty one. Sparks was able to grab a chair. Big shot across the large back of the mighty Jair Ali. Get another one for good measure. Now Sparks doing all he can. And a big shot over on the far side as now no Moss being screamed by Ali over there, but that does not count. It's a last man standing. It is a 10 count that has to not be answered in order for this matchup to be over. Swing through and a seated power bomb, and both men are down again. Referee and official is into the count. There's a 3. Ali starts to stumble around. Now Sparks does too. All fours now. Sparks rolls to the outside. He's up though, as is Ali in the center of the ring. Another chair comes into this match. Far corner. Throws it. Big time super kick, and the chair slams into the head of Tahir Ali. Ali is down. Sparks has found some second win. Might even be the third win at this point. Shot to the head. There's the chair coming into play once again. And Sparks will slam it into the head of Tahir Ali. Ali's down in the corner. And now that chair is going to be placed right on front of the face and the torso of Tahir Ali. He might be knocked out at this point. Where's Sparks going? What is he doing at this point? Sparks on the top rope. Sparks coast to coast, and he goes border to border with the huge leg kick from the far side of the ring. Ali is down. He is probably knocked out. Sparks, though, put everything on the line, and he cannot get up at the moment. Referee count sits at 4. 10 count has to be answered. Our referee is at 5. Referee counts at 7. Both men trying to get up. They're at 8. Ali's down. At 9, Sparks can't get up. Both men counted down. There's the bell. Did we get another no contest?
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has determined that either man can answer the 10 count. Therefore, this match is a no contest.
Oh my word, fans.
The result of a no contest, still your PWL heavyweight champion, Corey Sparks.
Wow, fans, what a huge turn of events at the end of this matchup. Neither man was able to answer the 10 count. Corey Sparks had Ali knocked completely out, but it took every inch of his body, put it completely on the line, and it took it out of him, and he wasn't able to answer the 10 count. Oh my goodness, Tahir Ali.
No! We can't keep doing this, man! This is 2 times now! You fool! God! 2-round contest. I don't got a sister, but damn it, I don't want to kiss a sister. But let me tell you this. I want one more daggone. Make it happen! I'm gonna break you, Corey. I'm gonna break you, Corey. This daggone right.
Big matchup here by DDT Trash, the reformed Bruce Gray back for action after those big shoulder injuries. Been out almost 8 months. Great to have Bruce back into the ring. We see him starting here. Percy Drew into the ring. Getting a little cocky there is Drew. I withdraw that first statement. Getting a lot cocky is Drew now. We see those heavily taped shoulders by Bruce Gray again. Like we said, 8 months out of action with shoulder injuries and surgery, and surprised us all earlier this evening, coming back from injury, saving Ron Mathis from the double team of Mayhem and Drew. I don't think Drew is liking the antics of, oh, wow, kick to the midsection. Doesn't matter whether he likes the antics or not. That'll take care of things rather quickly. Side headlock applied. Now Bruce Gray trying to fight out of this one.
Gray trying to reverse this side headlock, trying to step through, maybe go top wrist lock, but that's not going to happen. Drew's able to get the leverage back and down. Now some shots to the midsection. Drew go for the ride. Big shoulder tackle right to that surgically repaired shoulder of Bruce Gray. Taking a little too long as Drew trying to pose. That never goes well, but he's taking his time. And as he's tried to move, Bruce Gray grabs some foot and a face plant down for Percy Drew. And right there for a nice Japanese arm drag. Bruce Gray waiting patiently for Drew. Pick up, inverted atomic drop. That will ruin your Saturday night. Step through, and now an atomic drop. That'll ruin Friday night. Might want to block off the weekend for some dates with a bag of ice there, Mr. Drew. Grabs him by some trunks, sends him for the ride, hooks him across the throat, choke slam time maybe, picks him up, and oh, another inverted atomic drop. Might need to take the weekend and the week after, Mr. Drew. Big time flying shoulder tackle. I'm not sure that surgically repaired shoulder has anything wrong with it at all. Cover and a 2 count. As Bruce Gray's feeling it. Are we going to see Mathis for the first time in this matchup? I believe the crowd is ready and primed for this one. What's he doing right here? I think he's got him turned over his knee. This could be, oh my goodness, look at Bruce Gray.
Now he's spanking him. Now he's just giving him a little woodshed treatment, if you will. Going for a cover. And out at 2 is Drew on the mat. Maybe our first tag. Crowd here is up for it. They want to see Ron Mathis again. Cut the ring in half into the corner now. Here comes Ron Mathis on the tag. Shoot. Dolph right back into the corner. Oh, once, twice, and third time's a charm with a double side Russian leg sweep. Mayhem into this ring. I don't think they see him. Now the ref trying to cut him off, and not going to happen. Face buster by the team of Gray and Mathis, the DDT Trash. Mathis and Drew still legal in this ring. Now just firing shots, chops and slaps and smacks and hits and flips and snaps and flops and trash. And that is Ron Mathis. Mathis arm wringer, Irish whip reversal by Drew. And oh, wait, there's Mayhem on the outside to pull a boot and a super kick. Down goes Mathis. Double team underhanded cheating tactics by Mayhem turns the tide in this matchup. Drew lays that knee across the back of Mathis. Referee applies the count. He gets out of it. He lets go before 5. Now Mayhem, his first legal action in the matchup. He's tagged in. These two met earlier in the evening. That match ended in a disqualification when Drew couldn't stay out of it. Mathis had that one appeared to be won. And as you watched earlier, that's how we ended up with this tag team matchup. Bruce Gray, the returner. Big push there by Mathis. Mathis to the top, and Mayhem's able to shake that top just as Ron got his vertical base. That cost him his balance. And now Mayhem back onto the second rope. Superplex time. And down goes Mathis in the center of the ring. Quick cover here by Mayhem. Had the leg hooked and all, but Mathis able to get out of it. And now Mayhem with a running senton applied. Now throwing Mathis to the outside. Distraction of the referee. Bruce Gray's trying to defend his opponent's or his tag partner's honor, but if you see over on the far side of our screen, Percy Drew over there just laying fisticuffs to Ron Mathis. Drew's not illegal in this ring. He's not legal in this matchup right now. That should be disqualification time, but the referee completely indisposed and distracted during that time. Up to a 5 count, trying to get Ron back into this ring. There's a 7 count. Is Ron going to make it? Mathis desperately needs to get back in the ring. There's 8. Mathis at 9. And he leaps for it, and he makes it back in at about 9 11/16. And a jawbreaker by Mathis as he comes back in. Now a reverse neck breaker, Rude Awakening style. Here comes Drew on a tag. Mathis needs one of his own, but he can't make it before he gets cut right off with some shots to the back. Big time double stomp. I don't care how big you are, you put that kind of force and power and weight down on the spine, it's going to hurt. Now, putting that knee into the back again while laying on the second rope. Percy Drew, once again. Sweep leg cover. Mathis, I think he's just going on instinct at this point, and a back elbow takes him down. Nice elbow drop. Mayhem and Drew doing a great job just hammering on the opponent. They've cut the ring off now from Mathis, much like the DD Trash did earlier with Drew. Now, legal tag. Both men have to a 5 count to get out and make the switch. Quick cover. A double belly to back suplex. As Mayhem puts force to the back, now shots across the jaw with the forearms. Irish whip reversal, and catching Mayhem is Mathis. Illegally in is Drew, and he got a kick for good measure, and now a fall-away slam. That's the second time tonight Mayhem has felt that maneuver. Can Mathis make a tag? He's taken a lot of punishment. Both of his opponents are down on the mat. Mathis is up. He makes the tag. Here comes Gray into the ring. Bruce Gray, shot to Drew, and one for the Mayhem. Now up to the second turnbuckle. Bruce Gray wants to get him. They're standing together. He's going to get them both. Double axe handles. He's firing up now, a little bit of flip-flop and fly, maybe with some punches. He's feeling a little DD Trash in. Oh, just as he got that winding and ripened, here he comes, a little wind through and pulls them together. Double noggin knocker. Shot for Mayhem and a chop down for Drew. Bruce Gray has the adrenaline. Drew on the move, pick up, big back body drop. Down goes Percy Drew. Mayhem, legal man in the ring. Irish whip, reversal, step through, and into the headlock now, and down into a bulldog. Gray for a cover. Drew tried to break that one up, but Gray saw it the whole way, and that axe handle went right into the midsection of his tag team partner. And great maneuver there by Gray, dropping another one onto his own partner to Drew. Knee right across the jaw, now a super kick. Those shots by Gray across the jaw and a big boot, that might put Drew out of this. He is not moving. That's the first movement he's made. I thought he might have been knocked out. Hooking for the DDT is Gray. Oh, Mayhem from behind to the eyes. I think Mayhem is the legal man here. I've got a little confused. A leaping back elbow. Now down takes Bruce Gray out, and Mayhem is the legal man as Drew goes back to the outside. Mayhem to Mathis. So Mayhem and Gray are legal here, but attacking Mathis is Mayhem. And now Mayhem off the rope. Big time lariat style clothesline. Drew's back into the ring, and he went for a super kick. Nothing happened, and now a big high knee by Mr. Drew, and he'll give one to Gray for good measure. Gray is down. Mathis, off that high knee, staggers into the corner. Now these teammates giving chops to the DD Trash and attempt to send them together. Reversal, sends the other ones together. Look at this. These guys, one for a pile driver, one for a DDT, and DD Trash unison. Gray and Mathis go for the double cover. And they got it.
this match is non-title for not the tag title. Ladies and gentlemen, I just received a text message from Matt Collins, the general manager. This is now for the PWL Tag Team Championship.
Fans, big developments as we start this big-time tag team matchup. Crash Cassidy, Rick Reeves versus Jeff Paul and his substitute partner. The first stunning development, the stunning Bad Girl Kenzie James. And as we heard just a few minutes ago, oh, look at that big throwback there by Crash. Big time power maneuver throwing Jeff Paul to the mat. Jeff Paul winding up, comes back for more. He did much more of the same. And look at this. He wants a head of steam. And look, and here he comes. And a scoop and a side slam. Could it be over with quick? Could it be over with quick? And a 2 count. 2 count only, as now the tag team titles are on the line in this matchup. Once again, text message received from General Manager Matt Collins to make this matchup a tag team title matchup, even without Jeff Paul's normal partner, the ones who won the tag titles. Jeff Paul must defend the titles here tonight. What an amazing opportunity for Crash and Rick. Kenzie James into the matchup, holding things up for a minute. Not sure what her play is. She's going to the second rope. She wants to get on an even height kill with Crash Cassidy. I'm not even sure. Our referee's saying, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And Kenzie, I'm saying from here, please don't do this. Kenzie James off the second rope, caught, and now, a blind tag. Jeff Paul turned his back to the matchup and into the ring. Big time. Just a modified version of a hip toss, but grabbing around the neck and a fantastic move. And now a forearm across the jaw and one across the chest for a chop. And now an Irish whip for the ride. Big time back body drop. Takes down Jeff Paul. Jeff Paul bit off a little more than he could chew here. Here comes Ripped Rick Reeves. Oh, look at this great tag maneuver. Scoop slams him down right on Jeff Paul. And a 2, and not enough. Reeves going to go on the offensive. A scoop slam of his own. This one directly onto Paul and directly in the center of the ring. And one big time splash. Some big high impact maneuvering for Rick Reeves. Trying to take the win, take the energy, take anything they can out of Jeff Paul. Crash and Rick want those tag team championships. They got a great opportunity here trying to just sling Jeff Paul back into that corner. I think it's suffice to say, win, lose, or draw, Jeff Paul's going to give a phone call to a tag team partner shortly.
after this matchup and go, dude, where the heck are you? And here comes Rick Reeves in legal again, shot to the midsection, and another. Irish whip sends Jeff for the ride. He holds on. Here comes Rick. Oh, and he takes the leg out from under him. Veteran maneuver there by Jeff Paul. And now Crash Cassidy gets baited into the ring. Crash getting pushed out. Oh, Kenzie James. Big kick right across the schnoz of Rick Reeves. And Rick certainly felt that one. Now Jeff putting weight on the back, and he's just going to step across the spine of Reeves. And now a scoop slam of his own. Jeff Paul puts the ripped one down in the center of the ring. And he'll get a tag into his substitute tag team partner tonight, Kenzie James. Kenzie goes for the cover. She'll get 1 1/4. Now she'll send Rick into the corner. Wow, that was some power. She may be small frame, but she's got a lot of power. Wow, more power across the chest. Whew. Kenzie on the offensive, running in a nice uppercut style into the jaw and chin area of Rick Reeves. Now another boot. She's got some serious happy feet, or well, maybe they're just bad girl feet. I'm not sure how you're going to call it. Now a knee right across the jaw, and she's going to go for the cover. She'll get 2. I'm not sure Rick and Crash were ready for the legs and fury of this bad girl Kenzie James. Look at that, fans. Look at that flexibility in the knees right into the torso, right into the diaphragm. Take the wind out. 2 count. Rick may have lost his wind there. He was able to get out of there. My goodness, the flexibility shown by Kenzie James and her ability to make that happen. Now Jeff Paul back into the ring. He'll put Rick Reeves back down on the back of his head. They're taking maneuvers to Rick. Jeff and Kenzie not giving up here, especially Jeff. He wants to keep his tag titles regardless of where his typical partner might be tonight. Now he'll have a boot of his own across the chest of ripped Rick Reeves. And now Jeff Paul with a leg drop across the throat. They're just taking it to Rick here. And a big kick out by Rick Reeves. Another shove to Crash, and Crash isn't going to put up with that, but he's going to have to stay in that corner. He is not the legal man in this ring. He has got to be able to help his partner, because look, Kenzie James with the referee's back turned can't see anything that Kenzie has done, and just choking Rick Reeves across that middle rope. Now Rick firing back, trying to find some intestinal fortitude, a little bit of adrenaline pumping. Now shots to the midsection. There's 2 for Jeff Paul. Now to the eyes. That'll change tides quick. Referee's going to make sure that doesn't happen again. Sliding Rick over to their corner. Kenzie's going to come back in. Kenzie James, Jeff in there. Now they're going to sling Rick into the corner, much like they did Jeff earlier in this matchup. And now for the ride, Kenzie into the corner. Oh, and another big uppercut. And Jeff's going to follow that one in with one of his own. Kenzie into the arms. She puts him on the shoulders of Rick Reeves. What kind of maneuver are we going to get here? And a big-time Hurricane Rana out of the corner. Don't look now. Jeff Paul, Kenzie James turning into a formidable tag team. Cover now. Could this be it? There's 2. Rick gets out. Now over to the corner, turnbuckle to the head. Now lays him across the rope. That's an illegal maneuver. Referee offering a count. Up to 3. Kenzie lets it out.
Sends him back in the corner. She's got a lot of power. Rick is not a small guy. She's able to throw him back in the corner a couple times already in this matchup. She'll get another shot across the chest. She wants another one. Now she'll fire another one in there. Here comes Kinsey. Gets Rick Reeves over in the corner and a big tag to Jeff Paul, the tag team champion. Paul and Rick are the legal men. Now he wants to get shoulders into the gut, into the midsection. Just across it, trying to take the wind, like all the air, all the energy out of Rick Reeves. Jeff sends him for the ride. Rick up onto the second rope. He falls back, but he gets enough of Jeff Paul. I think Rick lost his balance on trying to do a flip through, but it was enough to fall into Jeff Paul. They knocked heads. Down they went. Both men are down. Rick desperately needs to make the tag to Crash. Rick, ripped and reckless, trying to get these tag team championships from Jeff Paul. Substitute partner Kenzie James on the outside. She does not look happy. Rick has made the tag. Here comes Crash, and she's had enough of Jeff Paul. Bad girl Kenzie James walking away, and this is in trouble time for Jeff Paul. They're having I'd say a lover's quarrel, but I'm not sure how that works, and I'm not getting involved in that one. But a finger pointing and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, and she's scorned and ticked off. Should have bought her the handbag, Jeff Paul. And Crash Cassidy waiting on Jeff Paul, picks him up, and a big inverted atomic drop, and now here it comes. It's the Crash and ripped and reckless attack. Big time forearm across the jaw. Tags in Rick. And a shot across. Irish whip picks him up, and here's the Crash effect. And a cover, 2, 3. We got new tag team champions.
The winners of the match. PWL Tag Team Champions.